Two of them have two brothers, slept with all of them at random times, in high school and in college, and they don't know about that. And then my other friend, I didn't meet her stepbrother until we were like almost 30, and the first night we ever hung out, we slept together, and she knows about that, and she actually knows about the other two, but the other two have no idea that I'm just this like brother fucker. So
It's good.
I'm like old and married now, and I just can't ever tell them because it just seems so silly. That's my secret. Okay, bye.
That's a nice fat secret right there. It makes me think that I have something I need to tell you, Natasha.
One of my best girlfriends, she lives out of state. She came to stay with me for a weekend, and when she left, I realized that she left a pair of underwear behind. Really cute, black, like lacy thong. Not sure why she brought it to our girls' weekend, but she did. And my secret is that I kept it. I washed it, and I kept it, and I wear it. And I didn't tell her because she'd probably think it was weird. It's not a sexual thing, though. I don't like women. And yeah, I don't have a thing for women's underwear. It was just a really cute thong. And she lives far away, so I thought she's not going to miss this, probably. And it would be way too much of a hassle to give it back to her. And also, I didn't want to just throw it out because it, like, fit and it was cute. And I obviously washed it first.
Well, like my stepsister or my half sister, she brought a hat over to our house and then she forgot it. And I started wearing it.
That's different than a thong.
I took a picture and I was like, hey, I have your hat. Can I send it to you?
And did you send it to her?
No, she was like, oh, you can keep it.
Well, my thought is that life is so boring and it feels so much of the time, especially when it comes to rituals, like marriage in particular. Like I remember when we went on our honeymoon, everybody at the hotel, because we went to Bora Bora, so it was like a honeymoon destination. And so everybody that we met at the hotel had been married on the same day as us. And it made everything...
Everyone was high-fiving. October 11th.
Yeah, it was just like everything felt so disgustingly routine. Like we're all doing the same exact thing at the same time, 7 days after our wedding. Like it made you feel like you were like not the least special person on earth. So on that note, it makes me think like if you can make a ritual that is, because there's another way to interpret that stuff, which is like it's a beautiful part of the human condition. It's something that we all do. You know, part of the ritual of being alive is like you get married, you have a kid, you go to college, blah, blah, blah. So if you can make that kind of rote feeling feel special and weird and a cool story and like something that you'll tell your kids and grandkids forever, like there's something very positive to me about that, because I like to not that feeling of, what do you call it that my fear is? Fear of being basic. Yeah, the fear of being basic. I hate that. So if now on the other hand, because it's so unexpected, the possibility of him saying, "Oh, honey, I wasn't expecting this," and saying no, God, that would be fucking humiliating.
I mean, right. Have you been hinting that you want him to ask you and he just hasn't been doing it, so now you're going to do this?
I mean, so again, with your fear of being basic, he used to film weddings, so he kind of thinks the idea of them is like a little silly, which I agree. Like I would want to do something cool and like elope or go somewhere, but we've joked about it, and he's like, he said before, like, oh, if you asked me, I couldn't say no, that would be way too cute. So I was like,
well, that's good that he said that.
I think you gotta maybe go for it.
Also, the whole idea about getting married, it's not just like how lame is the wedding. It's like more about like you don't want to just be a girlfriend.
That's how I feel, and that's
you want to be a wife, and you don't want. It's like men are treated differently if people are like, oh, he's married, or people are like, oh, he has a girlfriend. I think they might live together. I'm not sure.
And I'm such a huge fan of you guys. I've heard you talk about that before, so. That's also put the seed in my brain as well.
If you feel like he's going to say yes, this is definitely the coolest way to propose, because no one other than some Irish people you'll never meet because you're not Irish and you're appropriating their culture, will have the same story. It just sounds cool to me.